Shubhodayam. Bhakti Yoga, let me say, exchange a few ideas with you. Bhakti is always associated with Shraddha. That's why we always say Shraddha and Bhakti. And both these things together is the one which take us in this journey of Bhakti Yoga. Shraddha is often translated into, in English, as either faith or belief or trust. All these different words have been used. But truly speaking, none of these words really communicate the idea of Shraddha. It is far beyond all these three things. So today I thought that let me just, in this half an hour session, clarify with you the ideas of what is trust, followed by faith, and after that belief, and then come to Shraddha, so that it makes it very clear about this concept of Shraddha. But we really require this aspect of Shraddha, which is maybe faith or trust or all these things that are necessary in our day-to-day life, because life is always a journey into unknown. You really do not know what is going to happen next moment. But then you, with a great lot of faith, you say that, okay, next moment is going to be fine, wonderful. Not only next moment, we plan for the next 50, 100 years, what are the things that are going to happen. How much do we know about that, what is going to happen tomorrow? We really do not know. In fact, when Parikshit was cursed by saying that in 1 week you will die by the snake bite, Parikshit was really shattered. And then he went to everybody, the saints, and then the saints were also really shocked, because Parikshit was such an extraordinary, wonderful king, and then he meets with the death. It was something that they could not even imagine. 1 week later he is going to die. They did not have anything to offer to him, saying that we really do not know what to say to you, but only one person that can really help you is go to Shuka Maharshi. Shuka Maharshi is somebody who is a guru for all of us, Shuka Brahma. Therefore, why don't you go to him? Then Parikshit went to Shuka Maharshi and said that in 1 week I am cursed that I will be killed by the snake bite. Shuka Maharshi, when he heard that, he said to Parikshit, congratulations. Shuka Maharshi said, Parikshit said, I am cursed, I am saying, and you say congratulations. Then he replied, saying that nobody knows next moment is going to live, but at least you are guaranteed to live for next 1 week. So definitely there is something which is positive. And you can use this 1 week to see something extraordinary can be done. 1 week is also too much of a time. You can use even 1 day, good enough for you. When he said that, such a positive look, then immediately Parikshit said that where else do I go for learning this? 1 week, spending time, let me be with you. That 1 week, Parikshit was there with Shuka Brahma, and the discussion that went on between them is Srimad Bhagavatam. So the whole evolution of Bhagavatam has taken place for two reasons. One is that it is a journey that man can really go to the highest abode, moksha siddha sadhana, and for that this particular text is there. Therefore, 1 week is something which is usefully utilized to see that you can go in that particular journey. But all our journey is also something which is a journey into unknown. And therefore what we need to happen is that we need to move forward. The moment that you think the journey is unknown, then you cannot even move forward. So one tool that can help us to move forward is what is called as the trust and faith, etc., all these things. So let me explain about these things. First thing is that I want to do something good. I have some ideas, I have some wealth, I have some influence, and all those things are there. But I myself cannot do something good. But I see some people who are doing some good work, some nice work is going on, and now I can see that my wealth that is there can be useful to see that contributing in this way of doing good work. So I put a trust in them. They do the work, but I have my trust in them. I put my investment into that, either in the form of influence or anything like that. Then I became a trustee for that group of people. I'm not really involved myself in doing that, but I use my influence or whatever it is there, goodwill in the world, to see that how that work goes on. If I'm a trustee member of an organization, if somebody comes and complains that organization, people are doing something like that, then immediately I convince people saying that no, they are doing good work. This might have happened because of some reason or the other, because I'm a trustee. But if I'm supposed to be a trustee, and they say, oh, these people, I don't believe in them, what they do, they are horrible, then why am I a trustee in the first place? I should have a trust, therefore I become a trustee. This is very simple understanding about the social structure that we have about the social service activity. The community service activity requires a group of trustees to take care of that activity. The day I lose that what they work that they do is not according to my vision, then I withdraw from that trusteeship myself. That's a very simple idea. I have nothing to do with them. The second thing is what is called as belief. Belief is another very interesting, very important word. And you see why this belief is necessary. Like for example, somebody in my family is supposed to go through some surgery or whatever it is, chemotherapy, because that diagnosed recently to be cancer. Then immediately I am alarmed. And then I would like to seek a good opinion, good doctor, to see that who can take care of it. So that is mean basically, I take this person to a person who I have a faith. See, this is where the use of faith comes into existence. Faith is somebody who I can lay upon, I can take this person, see, I have this uncle of mine who has cancer. How do I have faith in that person? I would have come across something like 5 or 6 several oncologists, and then I go to the society, I go to the internet, I ask some people, I talk to the people, they say, how was it? Oh yeah, one of my uncles, he had same thing, my wife, she had cancer, and he treated very well, and she became normal. Somebody else says something, somebody else says something. So I weigh upon all these things. So basically, the trust is based on, the faith is based on a parameter. The parameter, there are both these things, then I go on adding something to it, and add it. Once it comes to a level where, yes, I can put my weight on this particular person and surrender to him. Surgery, same way. You don't really know what happens after that person goes into the surgical laboratory and then what will happen. But I have a good faith in that particular doctor that the patient goes there, comes out healthy. So therefore, surgery will be success. About 80, 70, 90% if I have success rate about it, then I put my faith on that. Look at the way. If in my case that it succeeds, then my faith goes on increasing. And then therefore, I can tell other people that yes, in our case also it happened like this. So this way, faith is something that we all need to have so that we can take to some activity. Like for example, wanted to do some course in yoga, you go to the internet, came across some 20 different yoga schools and all that, different names of yoga, attractive names of yoga and all those things that are there. Then you find out this is one particular place where you can get good treatment. And then you ask people that anybody knows about it and so many other things, and finally you zero in on the condition with a faith that I'm going to learn the right amount of right kind of a yoga here. So it all goes in terms of faith. So a small little ailment, sickness to any big activity, in a journey that you want to make it be an unknown in the day-to-day life, in our way of life, we need what is called as faith. Like for example, a friend brought his uncle to Mullah Nasruddin and said that, look, my uncle has died typhoid, and then we went to various doctors, but we came back here because basically the other doctor who I went, he said that he is a good person to treat typhoid, and then he was treating typhoid for that patient, and then we found out that my friend said that his uncle died out of pneumonia. And he was treating for typhoid. Mullah said, no, don't worry about it. Come to me, because whenever a patient comes to me for typhoid, I treat for typhoid and he dies of typhoid. Not about malaria or anything like that. So basically, faith is something that you verify and then come to a point where, yes, it can be taken care of. If you don't have faith, then you cannot go to a person. And faith is necessary. In fact, even in the science also it is like that. We have some formula, some idea, some say, and then basic previous reports, and based on that, you try to go ahead doing the research work based on that faith that this method is going to solve that. But then what happens between the faith in the normal day-to-day life and the science, world of science, is that in the world of science it is always said, be skeptical about it. That means to say, I know that yoga can definitely cure, say, diabetes, then I do the research on that. But while doing the research, I have to be skeptical so that I do not miss the points of various other things that are there involved. So, whereas in the life, you cannot be skeptical. Once you have a faith, you have to have a faith in that. Then comes what is called as belief. The belief is something where you cannot even verify. Like, for example, I have to write an exam, and while writing an exam, I have all the subject in front of me, I prepare everything and all that, but in spite of it, I'm not very sure whether I'm going to remember all those things that are there, or I'm not sure whether what I prepare for comes in the exam or not. So I have all kinds of doubts about it, and this is something that you cannot verify. Where is the question of verification to say that you will not forget what you have read in the exam hall? Many times it happens, many people, they plan to speak so many things, the moment they come onto the stage, that they forget about what all that they wanted to speak. Later on they remember about that. So where is the verification for that? There is no verification. But then that anxiety will be there within us. Anxiety, what will be the outcome out of it? And that anxiety is something which also can influence your performance. We need to get out of that anxiety. For that, coming out of an anxiety which you cannot verify, we should have another component which is non-verifiable component. That's what is called as belief. I believe in a God, that is what is Ganesha. I go to Ganesha, I offer myself in front of him, I say, oh Ganesha, now I prepared for the exam, everything is done, everything clear, now it is up to you to pass me. You see, that means that my anxiety, I put it on him. In fact, that's why Ganesha is a very famous person. In this university also, as long as the Ganesha temple was not there, people were really having all that anxiety. But now the Ganesha temple is there, everybody is okay. In Bangalore also, you see that there is a huge Ganesha temple. It's called as Big Ganesha. And beautiful Ganesha temple is there. And you see that where it is located, it is surrounded by all the universities and colleges. And during the exam season, you can see, you can't even go on that street because the students line up there. One thing that we really need to understand is that this is about the belief that you have in that Ganesha will take care of your exam. It does not mean that just because that you believe Ganesha will pass you the exam, does not mean that you should not prepare for the exam. That preparing for the exam is completely left to you. It's only to take away the anxiety after your preparation, everything is done. For that you need belief. Every culture, every religion has given this kind of belief. And Indian culture, Indian faith, we have so many different gods and goddesses. It is your own faith. It's your own belief. It cannot be trusted upon others. And this belief is something which is very, very personal. And our belief is built basically on so many Puranas that are there and stories that are there. In fact, that's the reason why when you do the Ganesha Puja, recently we finished that Ganesha Puja, or even Satyanarayana Puja that they do it, at the end of it, we read some kathas, some stories. Really that stories happened or not, don't question all those things, because belief is something that you cannot verify, you cannot question it. How can a person be with an elephant head? Don't question it, because it's a part of a belief. You can question something which is part of the reality, but not as part of the belief. And this, the whole part is about the belief. So there is something like Shiva, Vishnu, and then Brahma, they are the people who are for that. It's all a belief system. So everyone, we have a belief system. Like that, every culture has a belief system. Like for example, Jesus. Christ is born to a Virgin Mary. Can you verify it? You can't verify it. You don't have a second example that a virgin girl gives birth to a child. But then you don't question it. It's some part of the belief. This belief is very important. And in fact, this belief is so concrete in so many people. It's like this, that this God, Ganesha, will only take care of your exams. This is kind of a thing that we have. We had bought a new car, and then we wanted to do the puja for that new car and first drive someplace. Where to drive? We go to the temple, so that will be the first drive. So near our house, that Ganesha temple is there, so we drove there. After driving to Ganesha temple, we realized that that day when that model car was released, therefore in front of Ganesha temple, there are already 20 cars were standing there, and ours was the later on that. I said, why we wait for about 3, 4, 5 hours waiting for puja and all that? Why not go to another temple? So nearby there was a Hanuman temple was there. And we drove to that Hanuman temple so that we wanted to do puja. It was absolutely clean and clear and no person was there. It was calm. We were the only people who were there in Hanuman temple. We went inside and an elderly pujari was there. We did the puja inside and asked the pujari to come out. He didn't understand why we were asking him to come out. When he came out, we showed him the car and gave him that nimbu and all that. Come on, do some puja for this car. He had a hearty laugh. He said, new car, Hanuman can do nothing. So you go to Ganesha. Even the priest has a belief system like that. So, belief is basically for that particular purpose that we do it. Don't question it. Belief is what is called as in Sanskrit as mata. Mata is something like what we translate as religion. You cannot question the ideas of religion in that sense. This is something which is very important. But look at all these things. Whether it is trust or faith or belief, these are all for the sake of achieving something in the world outside. It is to see that you pass the exam or that you have belief, and it is something that you have your surgery done correctly, that's what you have the faith, and to see that you want to do the good work in the society outside or whatever the accomplishment that you need to do, you need trust. All these things are the world outside. It has nothing to do with you. Spiritual journey is something, it's about your journey. This is where basically Shraddha is something which is very important. In the Western culture, in the English culture, this word of Shraddha is not there because they don't have a concept of personal evolution into spiritual journey. This is not there. All that they have is the concept that somebody has to give you salvation. It is from the outside somebody will get it. Whereas in the Indian context, it is something like self-development, self-growth. For that we have Shraddha. And this Shraddha is similar to the love that we have, bhakti that we have. All these things are similar terms. And what is that which enhances you? Whatever that is there when you have it Shraddha, and that will help you to see that you come out of this particular material world outside, depend on the material world, and you are done inwards. That's the reason Krishna in Bhagavad Gita says, Shraddhavan labhate jnanam. There, jnana means it's about the self-knowledge. You know about yourself only with the help of Shraddha. If you don't have Shraddha, then this inward journey does not take place. And the Shraddhavan labhate jnanam. And in order to see that the inward journey has to take place, in that next sentence it says, Shraddhavan labhate jnanam tatparaha sanjati indriyaha. Indriyas are the things which are taking us to the world outside. Indriya means sensory organ, and the world is perceived through the sensory organ. My eyes can only see the world outside. My ears can only hear the sound outside. My tongue can taste only the taste that is there outside. All these senses are for the sake of the world outside, and that's what essentially that all these things are giving. Whereas basically Sanjatendriya, Jitendriya, that means to see you turn inwards. And this is something which is very important. It's not conquering the senses. A Western concept is that you try to conquer, you try to beat the senses. Indian concept is not like that. You rise above the level of senses. And this is something which is extraordinary we need to have in our day-to-day life. What happens is that all these things where we are dependent on the senses is about the world outside. Unless until you turn inwards, dependence on the senses you withdraw yourself from. This is what is the real idea of Sanjatendriya or Jitendriya. That means to say, a nice, wonderful object is there in front of it. I can look at it and appreciate that object, but I do not get drawn by the object outside. And the moment I get drawn by the object, then the way that you are drawn, you are going into the world outside, you are leaving yourself. Whereas Jitendriya means basically, the object is there outside, my senses also can perceive that, but then I turn inwards. It's not by damaging the senses, but rising above the level of senses. In fact, somebody who is spiritual becomes much more sensitive than an ordinary person. His senses are much more potential, much more productive than an ordinary person. But then he has control over his senses that he can turn inwards. It's not by killing my eyes, I do not see the beauty outside. In fact, when I destroy my eyes, I can imagine more beautiful things inside, not in the world outside. Don't we do that? In fact, whatever that beautiful thing that you see outside, in your dream, you can see much more beautiful things than what is there in the outside. Similarly, tastier things, by burning the taste, you are not going to take away the taste from your mouth. In fact, on the other hand, you will develop a hatred towards the whole world outside. Jitendriya does not really have a hatred towards the world outside, but we turn inwards in such a way that whatever that the divinity that I am made out of, the same divinity the world is also made out of. With that sense that we proceed further, in fact, whatever that you see inside the divinity within us, we see the divinity outside. In fact, that's what it is said. If you cannot see the God in His creation in the world outside, where else can you see? The whole world has to look divinity for me. That's what is real Jitendriya. I don't see this world to be something that I need to possess, but the world is something that I develop my respect. In Shraddha, we develop that respect to the world outside. That's what is the real way of Jitendriya. So that's why he says that Shraddhavan labate jnanam tat paraha sanyatendriya jnanam ladva param shanti achirenati gacchati. What happens is that if I go to the object with the senses outside, without having control over the senses outside, actually the object outside is something which is very important to give you the sense of satisfaction. In fact, if you see some object, if you taste some nice wonderful food, you feel the sense of satisfaction within you. And that sense of satisfaction does not belong to the senses, but every satisfaction belongs to the consciousness or the soul. So therefore, every sensory organ for you to interact with the world outside, to see that you are constantly in touch with the divinity, the sense of satisfaction, the divinity that's there within you. That's what we call it as Atma. So it is supposed to take you towards that. But unfortunately what happens, the senses which go to the object outside, when we don't have the control over the senses, then we get lost into the object outside. Dhyayato vishayan saha sangasteshu upajayate. Then we would like to have more and more control over the sense object outside. Sangat sanjayate kamaha. So we desire for the object. So this is how it goes on and on and on. So we get caught up in the world outside. Simple, simple thing that you can see. How much we can caught up into the world outside if you are not conscious about it? Do not have the control over the senses. Like early morning when you get up, first thing is have a cup of chai. I mean, of course in Prashant you don't have it. But outside when you go home, you have a cup of chai. Look at the way you are desperate for chai. I mean, how it happened like that? Over a period of time you get habituated to that. When you are born, your mother did not carry breastful of chai for you. You see, that means to say when you are born, this was not there. But later on, this has come into your life. But then look at the way that we get hooked onto it. In fact, many people, therapy participants, they come to the clinic, they come to our clinic in Bangalore, and after having heard about all those things, yeah, this is good for diabetes, good for this, good for that, they prepare to come to Prashanti. They make up their mind 100% to come to Prashanti. After all that, they will ask, so you get in the morning cup of chai? You said, no chai here. Finish. Now they have other decision to make. What is small and simple thing? Their health, you put it aside for the sake of simple habituation that you have created. Where is the question of Jitendriya, Sanyatendriya? Now this becomes much more deeper. the habit, what we call it as habit, becomes deeper, what we call it as vasana. What is the difference between the habit and vasana? At the habit level, it has not percolated into your physiology. But vasana level, it percolated into physiology. That means normal, simple physiological functions that are supposed to go on, but this object takes over that in such a way, if you don't have that object, your physical function does not take place. Many people come here, and then after 3, 4, 5 days of Arogya Dhamma, then they say, complain, I am constipated. Why? Because there is no morning coffee. Okay, what is this? You should have bowel movement normally otherwise. But then why you are getting habituated? Because it becomes vasana. Now vasana is hardened habits, deepened habits, and habit when it percolates into physiology becomes vasana. If you do not leave it that way, then what happens is the vasana becomes samskara. Same vasana becomes deepened. What is the difference between vasana and samskara? Vasana is at the physiological level. Samskara is at the genetic level, deep inside your memory. Unconscious level. Vasana is at the conscious level. Habit is at conscious level. Vasana is at unconscious level. And samskara is at subconscious level. It goes much deeper. Such a way that even when you are not conscious for the world outside, but still that vasana will be there, samskara will be there deep inside. All our diabetes and all these things, hypertension, they come as genetic disorders. These are all supposed to be samskaras. But one important thing is that two important things that we need to understand. Habit itself is slavery. That means an object is not there, I will not be normal. Otherwise I would have been normal. See, the object takes away your normal way of life. The same thing, vasana, much more deeper slavery. And samskara, imagine what kind of slavery that is there. Therefore, what we require is the kind of habit which can give us the freedom and the kind of samskara which can give us the freedom. A samskara which can take away our freedom is what is called as asuri sampat. A samskara which can give us the freedom is daivi sampat. That's what you see in the Gita Shloka Sangraha, that all these shlokas are there to indicate about that particular thing. So let us start with that Shraddha, is the learning process to turn inwards. That's what we gain with the help of Bhakti Yoga.